Okay, I'm going to do a woman's take on generators. Sometimes you need a generator because you're too far from the house or running extension cords are not feasible. There's a lot of reasons where you could need a smaller generator. We happen to sometimes go to another property where we have a little cabin that has no electricity, and a generator is not a necessity, but it's nice to have. And if the power ever goes out, a generator is nice to have. So we have one of the big 4,000 watt or whatever it is, 3,500 watt Champion generators, but I can't lift that by myself. If for some reason my husband would not be there at the time, then I wouldn't be able to lift it to get it out of the shed, okay? And that's where we keep it, in the shed. So we decided to buy one of the Harbor Freight generators because it actually had pretty good views. It's just a little generator. I think it's a 900 watt. And it's actually known to do more than the 900 or the 800 that it's rated at, but it is rated for 800, so that's one of those things just to be safe. But anyway, we went and got one just to try it. We got it for like $89 with the coupon, so we thought, oh heck, you know, let's give it a try. And I tell you what, I like them. I like it because I can pick it up even when it's got a full tank of gas in it, and I can put it into the truck by myself. I can start it by myself. I can put it in the shed by myself. And I'm not, you know, what you would consider a weakling. I have to round, you know, 50-pound feed bags all the time. But again, the bigger Champion generator, I cannot lift by myself. It doesn't matter how we go about it. We could put a wheel kit on it and I could roll it out of the shed, but I wouldn't be able to get it up to our deck. So it would have to be below deck. You know, there's just a lot of complications there. So again, and for the majority of my needs, I don't need a big generator. So this generator is perfect. It runs, seems like forever on a tank of gas. I know it's not really forever, but it seems like it because it's you know, a 2-cycle. So, or I think they call it a 2-stroke engine. I'm not sure how they do it, but you use the 2-cycle. It's the oil and gas mixture. So again, all very simple and easy for me to do. And we've had the one generator now for 2 or 3 years, I can't remember, the one little, and we liked it so much, I said, you know what, I want another one so that I can just take it with me and leave it down at our cabin if I choose to, and then I always have one here that I can move around and take back and forth if I need to. But I stayed at the cabin for several weeks. During the winter, and basically I had a couple of little 13-watt solar panels, the briefcase ones, and our battery that was charged with the 45-watt solar kit. I had that with us, and I had this one little generator, and we never ran out of juice basically. I had a 2-gallon tank, gas tank, with me, and then of course I had extra 2-cycle oil which I keep there. So I mean, and that was it. And like I said, you know, it wasn't running all day. Now don't get me wrong, we ran it at night. We charged, you know, whatever did not get charged fully with the solar panels or whatever, or just if I thought it was something that was gonna, if we wanted to do more than one thing at a time. And also a nice reason to have the little generator on hand is if our battery, which is like, I think it's 100 or 110 amp hour, 115 amp hour, I don't know, something like that, battery, if it would run out of juice and I needed to recharge it, I don't have the 45-watt panels down at the cabin with me, so it would give me the ability to recharge the battery, because I do have a battery charger kit that I keep there also. So again, you know, it's just nice. A woman's perspective, it's a great little generator. It's easy. I haven't had any problems with it. The one thing I will definitely tell you, the first thing when you get it, switch out the spark plug. We hadn't run them in a little while, so I'd made myself a note to come out and get them started, let them run for about 30 minutes. And so that's what made me think about doing the video, because I was able to pick up both of them and bring them out and start them and get them running. Sometimes it's nice to have a review of a simple, everyday, cheap little thing that just about anybody can afford. And you know, so I'm gonna move in, so excuse the noise, but I want you to just get a closer look. You'll note they both look relatively the same. The one that's closest to the camera in the front is actually the one that's 2 or 3 years old, and the one in the back is well over a year old now too, but it actually hasn't been used that much. We took it one time to the cabin on the last trip, and then we started it a couple times here, but it's been several months. So but anyway, you can see they hold up pretty well. You can barely tell the difference between the new one and the old one. It comes with this really bad spark plug, and a lot of times it just won't start. If you switch it out, I think it's an NPK. I'll double check that and put it in the information. But if you switch it out for that or one of the Champion spark plugs, you will be good to go. That it will start. Now, it doesn't start on the first, our Champion, it starts like on, you know, 1 or 2 pulls. Now this one has always been where you need to do 8, 10 pulls, but it's easy to pull too, so it's not, you know, we have a high wheel trimmer, and I can pull that thing and it just never starts. But this, I can pull it, and yeah, maybe it takes 10 pulls, but it's not hard to pull. And again, there's so many benefits for it, and it just keeps going.